Hi, it's Stan Beck here. I've got a channel on YouTube about the wisdom of Jesus and about the parables of Jesus. And today, the homily reading happened to be about the parable of the 10 virgins, the 5 wise and 5 foolish virgins of virgins of Matthew 25 in the Bible. And this they go through the whole Bible in about three and a half years, and so they don't have to do this again for another three or more years to talk about the parable of the virgins. And as you know, uh, every time I've heard interpretations of it, there's always a sense of frustration with the parable of the 10 virgins because they know full well that Jesus' teachings about being caring and sharing to other people and lending and asking not again, that these are, you can Google that one, give to those who would borrow of thee and turn not away. All of this is flat, straightforward teaching of Jesus. So if he gives a parable where he calls somebody wise, and they in the story, and he's telling, if they do the opposite and actually don't share and don't lend, and if they actually turn somebody away, how is Jesus is stating that is some kind of godly wisdom? Well, if you read Corinthians and what God is, how God is love, and He never fails, and He hopes all things and endures all things, you also read I believe 2 Corinthians about the difference between God's wisdom and man's wisdom, and so there is a difference between the two. So what's to stop Jesus from telling a parable where He would play on the differences between God's wisdom and man's wisdom? If He's already said that the parables were things were told in parable form, so that hearing they would not hear, and seeing they would not see. Yes, they heard it with their hearts and understood that He might heal them, because they had some kind of problem, right, with following God's commandments to love Him, to love their neighbors themselves. That's a good assumption, because on those two things hang all the laws of the prophets. And this is a story about love. It's a story about a wedding feast had 10 people who have been invited, who are waiting to go in, and who are trying their best to be prepared as they can while they wait for their escort. So I come right out and say it. The interpretations have been wrong about this parable for years, and it's time to really look it over, really hash it over, really decide that, hey, is it wise not to share in the case of the 10 virgins? You can double talk, double speak any way you want to try to carve this into there's light shining this way or that, but the plain and simple fact is that in this parable they turned away someone in need, and Jesus says Himself that the lesson is about being prepared, but also the lesson is about you know not the hour, you don't know the hour when He comes. And so, in all these instances where He says to people on Judgment Day, "I was hungry, you gave me no meat; thirsty, you gave me no drink; and naked, and you clothed me not." All these things, they say, "When, Lord, when did we see you like this?" He says, "When you did it to the least of these, you did it not to me, or you did it. If it was good, you did it not, and if it was bad, you did it to me." There you have it. I've said it. I can't let another a year or 3 years go by without contesting. We need to open up the Bible and look at these parables again, because I believe that they will heal, like Jesus promised. They will heal. He is hearing, they will hear, and seeing, they will see and understand with their heart, and He will heal each individual and us if we can look at His messages once more and entertain the wisdom of Jesus and the difference between our wisdom and His. I used to see the 10 virgins exactly the opposite of the way I see it now, but I'm so happy that the Lord showed me the correct way to see it, and I hope He will do the same for you. Thank you.